What is up, everyone? Real quick, I just want to talk about Brad Smith's latest interview he did. So, it was reported yesterday what he has said, quote unquote. So, bear with me, y'all. So, he said, Xbox has way more exclusive games than Activision. So, basically, the Activision deal is fair because they have 5 times more of the exclusives. Quote unquote. I don't think he said that word for word, but he said something similar to that. I don't have time to pull up the article. I only got up the title. I read the article, and in a sense, I get what he's saying. I guess I understand what he's saying, and he's saying this, PlayStation is dominating the market, and I disagree. Here's why I disagree with that statement, because Xbox had Microsoft and Xbox had enough time, and they still have time now to come out with games. And I mean, that's not an issue. I mean, and this ain't an Xbox bashing video, so if you're looking for that, go somewhere else, because I don't do that console war shit up here. I'm just talking. I call everybody out. Xbox get their fair share. Sony get their share. If I don't like something, I'm speaking on it. Anyway, no, you're not going to... No, Brad. No, Brad. No, Phil. No. I think it's fair game that they got that Activision acquisition. I mean, that's fine. They got Activision and Blizzard. They own it. That's fine. It's fair game. They wanted to be bought. Microsoft stepped up and said, okay, let's buy it. If it was the other way around with Sony, I'd be like that too. Sony's known for being evil too and doing stuff and paying companies to have this game specifically on their console only. Yeah, I get it. It's business. I'm not a business expert. I'm not an analyst. Don't come to me with that shit. But Xbox had enough time, man. They had enough time to step up to the game, and with all those studio acquisitions they have, they could have been producing way more games to actually blow Sony out of the market with exclusive titles. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry that, y'all gonna probably get mad at me, whatever. I'm sticking firm on what I said. They had plenty of time to get themselves in order. We got a few exclusive titles coming out, and we got Halo Infinite right now. Unfortunately, that has its problems because they flat out murdered that series. But, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure, things can get back on their feet. Things will be revived. It is what it is. I'm understanding. The more I look at this deal, and the more I hate talking about it, the more I'm realizing, though, like, it's more of a political kind of move more than anything. It's a political, it's politics in this kind of game. And it sucks. I hate that, the FTC is suing, Microsoft over this deal. I hope Microsoft is able to get it. It is what it is and going about their day. I said in several videos, I don't like the way how Sony's going about it and Jim is handling the situation, but so on and so forth. But nah, man. Sony has great titles. I mean, not Sony, but Xbox. Sony does. But Microsoft has great titles for, exclusives. They just not. They're just heavily overlooked. I wasn't a big fan of Gears 5, but I love that DLC Highbusters. I love that story a lot, and I hope they continue that story later on down the line. I love Rise to the Rome, which was a launch title with the Xbox One, which got shat on very badly, which I don't still understand to this day forward. But that's a very amazing game. It's so quick, but I don't think they could have made that any longer. The story is very, it isn't complicated. We got other titles from the past: Blinks, Breakdown, Gears Trilogy, Halo Trilogy. Not a big fan of 4 and 5, but I enjoy, nevertheless, I like Master Chief. He's my guy, but if you tell me what the masterpieces were, I'll say 1 through 3. But, even the ODST, I stand firm on that. So, Microsoft, y'all can't be doing that, man. Y'all gotta just, y'all can't say Sony is doing this. Maybe Sony is dominating the market, and it's something I don't know. In other words, I've had, Rune, shout out to you. I had arguments back and forth with Rune. I had Triz, if you up in here, if you watching this video, went back and forth with you on Phil's statement last week when he said that, Sony wants to remain dominant, so on and so forth. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's all business by the end of the day. I ain't looking for a competition. I'm not looking to compete with anybody. I have a preference, but that don't mean shit. I by the end of the day, I just want to play games and enjoy games. That's just how I am with this. That's my approach to this situation. So either way, it's going to be a PlayStation and an Xbox in my house regardless. But what I need Microsoft to do besides make games, they need to stand firm on, some things. They need to, I see that the deal they offered it to Nintendo. Cool. I don't give a shit if Call of Duty is going on Nintendo again. People acting a fool like they never seen Call of Duty games on the Nintendo consoles. Hell, I think Black Ops itself was on the Wii. And that was everyone's favorite game when that first came out. That was everyone's favorite game for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Now, so that didn't make a difference. It's just gonna make more money, and with more money, more games. So I mean, yeah. When I see Xbox, and I've been with that console since the OG time. I didn't own one until later on in life, but owning one now and coming back into the ecosystem after the 360. And being able to replay those games that I enjoy from the past on that console, that brought me joy because Xbox is a very great console, and I know they can do it. I'm tired of this narrative that, there is no games, and, maybe Phil is going around saying, like, I think he said at one point, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw somewhere that Phil said he don't care for exclusives like that. And I don't think exclusives are all that all the time. I think it's... you know what? Yeah, I take it back. Exclusive. We do need exclusives. Why the hell not? Because, I'll be contradicting myself if I said that. I mean, I started off with, when I was on the Sega consoles, what was one of the first things I played on there? Actually, the first thing I played was the Nintendo Entertainment System. And the first game I played on there was Mario. But the first character and game I fell in love with was Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega. You had to play a Sega. Or you had to be on Sega Genesis. Or had on Sega consoles, in the 90s. Early 90s to play Sonic the Hedgehog. You wanted to play Mario, you had to own a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo or a Game Boy. Game Gear, Saturn, Dreamcast, all that to play the other Sonic games. So yeah, moving forward. The point is, there should be more games that Microsoft is working on with all the studio acquisitions they have. This ain't about fairness, because like I said, it's fair either way. Microsoft won clean with that. They didn't win shit yet. But what I'm saying is that it was a fair game. They have the money to buy it. They should have it. They more than welcome to have it. If you have it, then buy it. Like I said, it's like Michael Jackson and the Beatles catalog. Paul McCartney got mad because Michael spent the money that Paul wasn't willing to spend on that damn Beatles catalog. And that's why they had a falling out. So, you gonna this is business by the end of the day. You don't mix business with pleasure. You gonna probably lose friends and stuff. If people gonna get mad, then let them get mad. They need to put no, I'm not gonna say that on this video. Microsoft need to approach the situation like a boss, I feel. I get with we're dealing with the FTC and the CMA is, a very political thing, but they gotta stand firm on what they believe in and stop trying to cater to everybody. If they gonna make Call of Duty exclusive, they gonna make all them games exclusives moving forward in the future with Activision, then it needs to just be done. That's all I need to say. If that's what you gonna do, stand firm on what you believe in, brother, because you gonna hurt people anyway. You gonna make people mad. Now everyone gonna like your decision. That's just my approach to the situation. And the sad thing about it, this is a PlayStation dude, like, talking about this kind of stuff like this. Like, saying, trying to encourage this approach. And, like, I'm not like these fanboys out here. I'm not like these ponies where, they want to fight in console war all day. I'm the kind of dude that just like to play my games and go on about my day. If I don't like something, I'm going to speak on it. And I don't like this, man. I don't like that at all. And I stand firm on what I said too. A lot of Xbox ain't gonna like what I said. I'm going around saying that Microsoft is buying up all these companies and devs and not doing much with them. There should be more launch titles. There should be more exclusives. There should be more everything. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm buying that many companies, best believe there's always a game I'm gonna be creating every fucking year. Every year or two, it's gonna be a game that's being produced. And best believe I will do my best to make it compete. Yeah, we have Game Pass. Game Pass is good. I ain't talking bad about Game Pass. But there's more to Xbox than Game Pass. That's all I have to say. This is Drex. I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If not, dislike it if that shit is inactive. But you can do it anyway. You can tell me your arguments in the comment. Tell me if you agree or disagree. We can keep it going. I'm going to catch up with the comments from my previous videos. I've been busy as hell at work lately. But, I've been coming in, grinding on this, and, getting this content ready. So, yeah, that's all I need to do. If you like the video, you're new here, I encourage you to like the video and sub to my channel for more content in the future. But I'm going to try and get some streaming, in this week. We got the podcast tomorrow. So you know where to go for that. Legend, this channel, the legend_350. I'm going to be there tomorrow on Friday. 8:30 Central Time. If you different, if you Eastern, you probably 2 hours ahead of me. So, yeah. That's all I got to say. This is Drex. I'm out now.